Hello, this is Jeremy Wright from Mississippi Mixing. Today I would like to discuss the three phases in the recording process: the recording phase, the mixing phase, and the mastering phase. As I explain these different phases, I would like for you to think about a carpenter building a cabinet. This will help you get an idea of how important and how different each phase is. The first phase is the recording phase. In this phase, all of the audio signals are captured with a microphone or a MIDI controller and are then placed in your DAW. This is one of the most important phases. How much time you spend in this phase and how serious you take getting the original sound right will determine how much more work will be done in the following two phases. You can look at the recording phase like a carpenter getting his materials ready. The better the materials are, the better the cabinet will be. The better the materials, the easier it will be to assemble the cabinet. The better the materials, the sturdier the cabinet will be. The second phase is the mixing phase. This is where you take all the audio that was recorded and you mix them together. You raise the volume here, lower it there. This is also where you start adding EQ, compression, and other effects to the sound. You can look at the mixing phase like the carpenter assembling the cabinet. He takes all the materials that he has already gathered and starts putting the pieces together to form the cabinet. If he has the right materials, then the assembly is quick and easy. If, however, he doesn't have the correct materials or one of the materials breaks, then he has to spend more time trying to remedy the problem, possibly leaving a blemish, or he even has to go back to the store to get the right materials. If the audio was recorded correctly, then mixing will be easy. If, however, you did not take the time to get the recording right and figure that you could fix it in the mix later, then mixing will be harder. Some things might not even be able to be fixed and will have to be re-recorded. The final phase is the mastering phase. In this phase, all of the mixed audio has been bounced down into one single stereo track. That track is then placed in a DAW one more time to have a little more EQ and compression work. These are usually very minute changes. At the end of the process, a limiter is usually placed to get the volume up to a more competitive radio level. The track is then bounced down one more final time. The mastering phase is like a carpenter putting on the paint or varnish. The cabinet is complete and usable, but still dull and not much to look at. With a little paint, though, the cabinet becomes the centerpiece of the room. A lot of times, the final bounce after mixing seems dull and soft. Many people leave it that way, not knowing what is wrong. Add a little bit of mastering, though, and the track will pop and shine. That, my friends, are the three phases in the recording process. I hope that you now have a better understanding of exactly what goes into audio recording. Please feel free to leave any comments or questions. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and let others know about Mississippi Mixing.